Show, y'all. We're broadcasting live right here, right now from Dallas, Texas. And we want to send a special shout out to everybody that's out there that's doing something productive to put them a little bit closer towards their hopes and their dreams. It is now showtime, y'all. And shout out to the band, man. Show the band some love by leaving the number 8 in the chat section, y'all. It is now showtime, y'all. And we want to thank y'all for tuning in for another segment of the all-new, brand-new James Arias Show, where we talk about things that are not only bothering me, but we also talk about things that are bothering you. And on tonight's show, y'all, we're going to be talking about some very, very prominent content creators, influencers that we all know that have been scammed out of thousands and thousands of dollars. All right. Now, we're talking about a place to where as if any last one of us can possibly make our dreams come true, but for whatever reasons, if you're not doing good business or you don't have the right business partners, our dreams and our business plans can be shattered, just like the iPhones that you see that everybody got that's broke with them cracked screens. So on tonight's show, we want to thank y'all for tuning in. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Bonjour. Welcome to the show. I'm your host, James Aaron. We're now broadcasting live right here, right now from Dallas, Texas. Kirk, roll that clip. This is a young lady here, y'all, that was scammed as a content creator just by going off of what the whomever they were, they called her and said, hey, we wanted you to do this. Take a look at this. Roll that clip, Kurt.
So I got scammed on Facebook Marketplace. And I mean, I could have kept this to myself and just got on with my life. But I wanted to make this video because I haven't seen that many videos on, scams that are going around. And it's the first time that I got scammed. And I just want to talk about it, tell you exactly what happened, what the outcome was, things like that, because I didn't know any of this even existed. Tell me I'm crazy, but honestly, I live in a world of my own. Of course, I know there's scammers out there. I mean, everyone knows that, but I just didn't know that it was that easy to scam someone.
This ain't our first time, y'all.
For the ones searching for the products you need, Grainger.com is always there for you.
I must be really gullible because they scammed me so well. I mean, yeah, they did. And I want to share my story with you guys. And hopefully this can help someone else in the future. Maybe if they come across my channel, my video, they might see this and think, oh yeah, that rings a bell because something like that has happened to me. But obviously, hopefully you guys won't let it get to where it got to with my case. So let's get straight into this juicy video. So first thing I want to start by touching on is I don't ever use Facebook Marketplace. I've never used it before, but I was having a bit of a clear out and there were a few things I would have liked to just get rid of and sell them on Facebook Marketplace. So I listed a couple of items. The first one sold really quickly. I had someone come to the house, collect the item, and the sale was done really nice and easy. And off they went with their new item. And, I made some cash on that.
All right, let's stop right there, y'all. For anyone that's purchasing anything off of Facebook Marketplace, the last thing you want to do is give them your address, because when they leave, they know exactly how to get right back there. Last thing you want to do is give them your address. You need to meet them around the corner at the Circle K, your Quick Trip. It's a safe house somewhere other than at your house.
So that was all done nice and quickly. And then on the second product, which I just want to mention was it was a more expensive item. Basically, obviously I was selling it for more, and I had a couple of messages asking if it was still available. And I tell you what happened. On the first day I got the message, this man messaged me and asked if the item was still available, and I said yes it is. He then went on to send me a link and said, click on the link and let me know if it's the same item. And for some reason,
red flag number 2. Ain't no need. If you want something from me and you want to meet me to buy it, listen, it's cut and dry, pretty plain and simple. I don't need to be clicking on no links. I don't need no magic. It ain't no abracadabra. This ain't no Houdini. I don't need none of them people involved. If you want it from me, I don't need to click on no link. I'll tell you where to meet me at the Safe House, Quick Trip, 7-Eleven, bank. Meet me at the police station, but you ain't coming to my house and I ain't clicking on no link.
I didn't want to click on the link because any sort of link like that,
you did,
makes me vigilant. So I shut that chat down and I said, I can't view anything. There's an error message. I just made that up. And he never messaged me again. The next day, I had another message from a lovely lady asking again, is this item still available? And I said, yes, it is. And then she asked me a little bit about the, what's the item like? What's your reason for selling? Is it in good condition? Things like that. So I went on and told her everything. So then she was very quick to say she wanted the item and if I could post it over to her because she didn't live local to where I live. So yeah, I was fine with that. I told her that yeah, as long as she can do a bank transfer, get the money to me, I can post it to her, no problem.
Listen, y'all. In my eyes, this is red flag number 3. Because listen, if you're not local, there's really no need for you to be shipping any of these items to anyone, anywhere, because of the amount of scams that are going on right now. Even though they were to do a bank transfer, I'm here to tell y'all, cash is king. Ain't nothing trumping cash right now. Trump ain't trumping cash right now. And if you're going to do a bank transfer, there's so many scams available. And all I know, the money just may be coming from, some of them people that are calling you asking for your banking account information, but they don't even know how to pronounce your last name.
So that day, I was actually out in town just shopping, and I got another message from her saying that she would be happy to pay the shipping, which obviously I would have charged anyway.
I bet she was.
I wouldn't be paying shipping, from my own pocket. So I said, okay, I'm out at the moment. Let me get home. I will package the product, the item, and then I'll take it to the post office. I'll get it weighed, and I'll tell you how much the shipping cost would be. And if you're happy to pay that, then I'll be happy to post this out. So she said, yeah, that's fine. So when I got done doing, packed everything up, put her name on it with the label and things like that, name, address, all that stuff. And then I went off to the post office. So when I got to the post office, I told the lady, I'm not sending this just yet. I just want it weighed and I want a price for the shipping. So she weighed it, gave me a price. And I messaged the lady on Facebook Messenger and I told her the price. She was happy to pay it. So I said, well, I'm actually at the post office now with the item. So as soon as you can send that money to me, the sooner I can get this sent to you. So she replied and said, yeah, that's fine. But can you please just take a picture of you being in the post office with the package, with my address on there, just as proof that you are actually about to post it.
Is this necessary, y'all?
So I took the picture, sent it to her. Again, this chat was all on Facebook Messenger. I sent her the picture and she said, yeah, that's fine. I'll get the money sent over now.
Listen, right now I'm at about 4 or 5 red flags. How many of y'all counted already? Leave a comment in the comment section. I want to know what y'all see, because right now I've counted about 4 or 5 red flags that I never would have done if I'm going to be purchasing or sending, or anyone is going to be purchasing anything from me on Facebook Marketplace. It ain't going to happen like that. You going to have to get up early in the morning if you're going to be trying to run these games. But again, maybe this is maybe Miss Sabia, maybe Miss Sabia is new to Facebook Marketplace as a content creator. Maybe this is her first rodeo, but if any of these things that she's mentioned already meet me or mail this out to me, none of this sounds like, good business. And y'all listen, remember, if it sounds too good to be true, then guess what? 9 times out of 10, it is.
So of course she'd already been given my bank details so that she could transfer me the money. Then I got another message. This was around 5 minutes later. So bearing in mind, I'm just literally standing in the post office with this parcel in my hand, waiting for my money to come through so that I can
just sitting there waiting on as the world to turn.
And then send this off. I get a message from her saying, I'm using something called Tide Bank. It's basically a platform where I can send money to you for a purchase that I make online. It kind of just backs me up in case you don't send the product.
Stop that clip right there, Kurt. I ain't never heard of this. Have y'all? Anybody heard of this platform for you to transfer money, y'all? Y'all leave a comment in the comment section. Listen, PayPal, we good. Zelle, we good. Cash App, we good. Whatever it is you talking about, we ain't good.
A secure payment method. So like I said, I'm in the post office. I quickly go on Google, type in Tide Bank, and it's a legit thing. There is something called Tide Bank. And straight away, I think, yeah, that's fine. I mean, I didn't think at this point anything suspicious was going on, and I just fell for that. So that's where I went wrong for the first bit. Then she messages saying, right, I've sent the payment. You should have an email come through from the bank just to confirm that I've sent the money. And as she says that, yes, an email does come through, a very legit looking email. The header was Tide Bank. It had my full name on there saying, hi, Sobia. Just want to confirm.
Check this out. I'm going to show.
Listen, y'all, it ain't going good right now. This sounds like this is a scam from the beginning that she's been caught up in, and she don't even really know how to get herself out of it. Take a look at this.
Our Tide Bank, whatever it was, and we're just holding this now. If you can please post the item, send us a copy of the receipt with the tracking number on there, and then we can release the funds to you. So basically, Tide Bank was a middleman. So she would have to send the money to them, and they would release the money to me once my parcel was shipped.
Third party. Listen here. If I'm selling you something, I don't need your neighbor. I don't need the man up the street. I don't need nobody in the middle between you giving me that money in order for you to get exactly what you need. But I want y'all to stick around here. This is just one content creator, but the highlight of the show is going to be Mr. Anthony O'Neill and how they took $40,000 from him. And the way that they did it was a scam that a lot of us, I don't even think we're even familiar with right now, because we're not really operating in that space. And Anthony O'Neill, this is one of the larger content creators here on YouTube. And if they were able to get him, they'll get you too. Kirk, roll that clip.
Pretty much. So again, I thought, right, this is, it's legit. There's nothing suspicious about this. Well, that's what I thought at the time. So I went ahead, sent off that parcel, got a receipt, took a picture of the receipt, sent a copy to her because she requested one. And then I also sent a copy to Tide Bank by email. And then straight away, they messaged me back saying, thank you so much for sending the proof. We are going to process this and we'll get your money sent to you within 1 to 4 hours. So at this point, I thought, right, that's fine. I'll have my money in a few hours and the sale is done and we're good to go. The buyer messages me again saying, just want to know, have you received your payment safe and sound? And I said, no, actually, they're holding it and they'll get back to me within 1 to 4 hours. And she said, well, can you please let me know once you receive it, just so I know you've got the money, and that'll be it. So I thought, well, that's really nice of her to want to know that, want to make sure that I'd receive my money, and then we can go about our day and
stop that clip, Kurt. Sounds like a bit of overcompensation for me. If you want it, you see it, you buy it, you pay, you go. Too much compensation. Too much wanting to know if you received the payment or not. Listen, these bank transfers, Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, it's almost instantaneously. And for you to just be concerned whether or not if the next person on the other end got it or not, I understand maybe some of you guys may think that's common courtesy. But in my eyes, after being in business for years, if you're overcompensating, did you get it? Did you get it? Did you get it? Something ain't right. Because in reality, a lot of us, we just don't do that. That's not how the business works.
Life. So anyway, I got back home, carried on with my day.
Stop. Let me bring this other point up. If you went to Walmart, purchase anything online from Walmart today or tomorrow, Walmart is not going to be asking you over and over and over, did you get it? Did you get it? They ain't going to do that. And for this person to be doing that, it's a little bit much for it's overcompensation.
The hours were passing, and it had just hit the 4-hour mark. So they said the payment would be with me within 1 to 4 hours. So it'd been 4 hours and I'd not had any emails. I was refreshing my emails just to check. I was checking my bank account. Nothing was in there. And then I get a message on Facebook Messenger from the buyer saying, "Hi, just want to see, have you received your payment yet?"
Again, overcompensation, y'all.
And I said, "No, but I will check again." And as soon as I'd come out of the chat and went into my email, an email had appeared from Tide Bank. And the email read something along the lines of, "We're really sorry, we're having issues processing your payment. This could be because you're not a Tide Bank payee. Might be your first time using us, therefore there's a delay in making the payment to you." Then they went on to say that the only way that my funds would be released is if the actual buyer sends Tide Bank another amount of money.
Unbelievable, y'all. These scams are becoming more and more savvy, more and more creative as the hour passes. Now they want the buyer to give confirmation in order for her to get her money. Unbelievable. How is this possible?
At this point, it got very confusing. Let me just
I bet it did.
say, I'm not going to go into what was said, how it was said, who said it, because you are going to get confused. I mean, there's no problem me telling you what happened. It's just that when I'm going to be talking, you're just going to be puzzled. So let's try and make this short and sweet. So basically, what Tide Bank's emails were telling me was that the amount that they'd taken from the buyer had been held, and that was to be sent to me. But they
It's hard to reach your goals when your teams are pulled in too many directions. With the Asana tasks.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable for you to have to go through all of this just to get your money. This is unbelievable, y'all. Listen, I want to hear from you guys. If any one of you guys that have been scammed out there while as a content creator or just scam periodly, listen, this is the show. This is the all new, brand new James Ayers show where we talk about not only things that are bothering me, but y'all, we also talk about things that are bothering you. And I know there's someone out there that's been scammed. Roll that clip, Kurt.
another amount of money, which it didn't make sense to me, but the emails were worded so well. They looked so legit. And yeah, I fell for it. Silly me. Now I feel like an absolute idiot.
Yeah. Listen, like I said, these scams get more and more creative. And believe it or not, while we think that we have, we understand, what's going on. Unfortunately, we don't, because the scams are constantly revolving. Here's something I want to make sure that everybody is doing that's using their credit card, their bank card, their debit card. Here's what I want you guys to do, because this is something that I do myself. First of all, first thing you need to do, there's something that's called alerts on your credit card, your bank card, or your debit card. There's something that's called alerts. Decrease the number down to $1. Okay. Decrease the number down to $1, meaning that if any dollar were to be spent on your credit card, doesn't matter where it was spent at, online, in person, whatever, you're going to get an alert. That's what I do. And I've found out that's one of the ways to prevent a lot of these scams from happening to me, because none of us are immune to these new hybrid scams for 2024 and beyond. So if you do me a favor, decrease the number down to $1. That way, if anyone were trying to spend over $1, then you would have to authorize the amount for $1. It works for me.
But then more emails were coming through. There was issues. They couldn't process the payment. I was
just too many emails, too much going on, y'all. What is this? What is this?
getting frustrated because all I wanted to do was sell an item and be paid for it, and that is it.
That's all she wanted to do. Just sell an item. You buy, you pay, you go. Nope, that ain't what's happening.
But it was much more than that. And then the lady would message me saying, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry about this." At one point, she said that they'd taken double the amount out of her bank account. But this is where it gets a bit, this is where you should click on and not fall for it like I did. I'm an absolute idiot for falling for this, but I did. So she says they've accidentally taken double the amount out of my account, and in order for them to release the payment to you, you would have to personally send me that extra money back. So let's say, for example, these are not the figures, but let's just say that the item cost £100. When Tide Bank went to take the money out of her account, they took £200 instead of 100, which was Tide Bank's error. So now that £200 is sat with Tide Bank and it's waiting to be released to me. But because I'm only owed 100, I need to give the buyer £100 from my own account into her account. And then Tide Bank will give me the 200 because apparently they could not do anything about splitting that money and sending it back to the buyer and sending me what I was owed. Which, again, every time I think about it, it really, really winds me up because I'm just so stupid for falling for this, but I did it. And I sent my own money to the buyer via bank transfer. So I physically put in the buyer's name, account number, sort code, and I did a transfer from my account to hers. So that was done. And Tide Bank again popped up in no time at all saying, thank you so much, that has been received. But then there was another problem down the line, and this was just going on and on. I could have, honestly, easily, I was sat there for a couple of hours trying to sort this. So at this point,
here's one thing you need to do before.
Listen, y'all, 100%. As y'all can see, this problem after problem after problem after problem. You know, this right now lets you know that something ain't right. You know, this is somebody that's wanting to buy something from you. And again, y'all, I brought my tape measure out because there's some things that I had to measure because it just ain't adding up, y'all. I'm going to always tell y'all, listen, people may lie to you, but the numbers, they ain't going to never lie. When I look at my tape measure, you can never go wrong with the tape measure because people will lie to you, but the numbers don't. And this particular young lady, Miss Sabia, she's having too many problems with just trying to sell an item that she wants to get off of. It don't take all that, y'all. Listen, we're in a world right now to where as if you have to make yourself aware of all of this, all of the scams that are going out here. It's sad that it's just like, you know, we getting up in the morning, we got to get our breakfast. Guess what? We need to get up in the morning and we need to make sure we're aware of all the new scams that are going on too, because today it was Miss Sabia and tomorrow it just may be you. And so she had the red flags. We've counted out, myself, I've counted out roughly about 5 or 6 red flags that I never would have done. Number one, I ain't going to be going nowhere and having nobody come to my house to purchase nothing that I don't even know. I'm not going to be mailing anything to anybody nowhere that I don't even know. I don't want you to wire no money to me. Don't send me no money. If you want it, cash is king. I want y'all to remember that because these scams are on a all-time high. And if you are not aware of the latest, greatest, and new scam, then guess what? You just may become a victim of it yourself. Here's another one here, y'all. We're going to get to the main highlight, which is Mr. Anthony O'Neill and CoffeeZilla. But before we do that, y'all take a look at this.
Scrolling, and if you know me, I'm always super funny, never really serious, but this is a serious topic and I almost didn't come on here to talk about this, but I felt it in my spirit, like the need to, so here I am. And I am not a great storyteller. Also, I'm just going to try and get through this the best way I know how and just like give you guys the important facts. So the agency that I'm here to warn you guys about, tell you to avoid and be wary of, is called Block 13 Agency. And this all started literally over a year ago, which is insane. I've been a content creator for over 7 years since I was in high school, and I have
Now, this is not somebody just started becoming a content creator. She's been doing this for well over 7 years. And here's what I'm trying to get you guys to see, that these scams are not just for the newbies. We're talking about content creators that's been doing this for years and years and years. And I can't wait till y'all get to Mr. CoffeeZilla, because one of the largest content creators out there right now, Mr. Beast, CoffeeZilla is going to break this down for you guys to see exactly what the big scam really is. Kirk, roll that clip, man.
never like gone through a situation like this. Okay, so first of all, agencies are kind of like a third party because they're
Third party. I don't like that word already.
in between you and the brand, and certain agencies don't technically manage all their influencers, but they will work with you on certain partnerships and bring you deals like non-exclusively. So this is kind of how this was. So I worked with them on a YouTube sponsorship integration in March 2022 of last year, and I have still not been paid all the way up till now. That
Unbelievable. You ain't been paid yet. 9 times out of 10, you won't. Here's another tip that I want to give y'all. You know, obviously these content creators they're business owners, all right, essentially. They're business owners. And if you are in business, one of the things you should know is that ain't no need of you entering in any contract without you getting any upfront initial investment from the person that you're rendering the services to. Let me give you an example. If I'm going out, say for instance, I'm going to be building a McDonald's, Walmart, Target, Kentucky Fried Chicken, because these are some of the brands that I've worked with in the past. If I'm going to be doing any of that, you better believe that before I pull a piece of equipment out on the job site, I'm going to need some sort of upfront initial investment from the purchaser in order to make sure that they got some skin in the game. You ain't got no skin in the game. Ain't no money been put up upfront initial investment. There's no emotional attachment to it. They'll walk on you too. Don't forget, y'all.
That has been over a freaking year. And it's not like I haven't been contacting them. I've been sending them emails.
Unbelievable. Look at that. Zoom in on y'all. You sending them emails. They ain't responding. Unbelievable, y'all. Y'all, shout out to Black Tiger Miner, man. What's up, AR? We're in the building. Shout out, man. Y'all, listen, go on, head on over to Black Tiger Miner. Y'all ain't been over to Black Tiger Miner already. Black Tiger Miner is giving out some information on the Casper cryptocurrencies that, I'm following it too, y'all. I mean, we don't know what Casper's gonna do, but I'm following it. And Black Tiger Miner right now, he's the leader of the group. He's spearheading this on the cryptocurrency in that Casper industry. Y'all, shout out to Black Tiger Miner.
I had to send in my invoice multiple times, and every time there's a different excuse. I was told, first of all, that the brand I work with, Karma, dissolved their like influencer branch of the department.
You dissolved it. Unbelievable.
And so they weren't like communicating with them that way. But I'm like, why didn't anyone tell me that when I've been asking? And
Of course they ain't gonna tell you. They want you to work like a slave on the plantation and pick that cotton and that corn. They ain't gonna tell you that you ain't gonna get paid.
always try to give brands leeways anyway, because I'm not the best at responding. But when it was past like net 60, net 90, I'm starting to ask like, okay, so
net 90, y'all. Listen, man, 30 days, that's acceptable. 60 days, 90 days, you got to be out your mind. Who wants to wait 90 days to get paid for services that has already been rendered? Doesn't make sense. That's red flag right there, y'all. Red flag.
where's my money? So now we're in July. Mind you, I did that first collab on YouTube in March, and they asked me to do another one with a shoe company. And I'm like, this is quick and easy. I can do this because I'm still waiting on Karma, I guess, to figure out what they're doing with their influencer branch. So I'm not even thinking it's the agency. I'm thinking it's the brand that I work with. So I do this little shoe collab, and they're taking me like a bit of time to pay me, but it's not like anything serious. I think they paid me within a month, but before they paid me, they tried to make me do more work.
Stop that. Listen here. You buy, you like it, you buy, you pay, you go. Listen, let's do this. Let's make sure we focus on one thing, y'all. The contract is key. All right. The contract spells out what your obligations are. It spells out what your job description is. The contract is the ABCs and the 1, 2, 3s. And if you don't have a contract, they're not abiding by their contract, then you ain't got to abide by it either, because the ABCs and the 1, 2, 3s is all you got to go off of, y'all. And so she's saying that they want her to do more work, but you ain't even paid for the work that's already been done. Man, knock it off. Stop it, y'all.
Without being paid for my other 2 collabs. And I'm like, no, wait, hold on. I'm not
No, wait, hold on.
gonna work with you guys again until I get paid from one of my other 2. So they pay me for the smaller collab, the most recent one, which was $500. The payment that I'm waiting on is $1,500 from March. So now after I've done this shoe collab, they try to work with me again. And I'm like, oh, well, I'm not comfortable because you guys still owe me $1,500. And this was a point when they kept saying, we're going to pay you. Did you send in your invoice? And I'm like, you guys know I sent in my invoice. It's been so freaking long. And I'm going to have to come back and do a part 2. I hate part 2.
Listen, bottom line is, and I hate to say this, but look like they got you. Yeah. Looks like they got you. And are you ever going to get your money from them? I don't know. But this is a teachable moment and a lesson to be learned, not just for you, but it's a lesson to be learned to everyone that's hearing the sound, the tone, the vibration of my voice. Because if you're going to be in business, these are some of the things that you have to make sure that you think about and look at before you actually enter into the contract. Now, we're leading up here to the main attraction here of the show, y'all. Mr. Anthony O'Neal. He's got a very successful show here on YouTube, The Table with AO. And Mr. Anthony O'Neal was had his Google AdSense account set up for him to utilize in order to promote his channel. And for whatever reason, you know what? Instead of me like spilling the beans, Kirk, roll that clip for him. Roll that clip.
I just found out some alarming news. Some alarming news, and we're going to talk about it tonight. So last week, you guys, last week, actually about 2 weeks ago, I don't know if you all follow me. I had the unfortunate opportunity to be hacked. But let me go back because I want to expose this so you all could be on the lookout for this. But let me go back. About 3 weeks ago, my team gets an email and it's, hey, we want you to be on Travis Kelce's show. We're doing
Travis Kelce sounds pretty respectable. I mean, it could happen to any one of us. It sounds like something that you and even myself would have said, you know what? Let me check this out. We are talking about Travis Kelce here. So roll that clip, Kurt.
Doing a thing on Facebook, and we want you to be on the show. We would love to have you on the show. So my booking agent, she's going back and forth with them, getting all the information. And she sends me an email saying, hey, are you free on Wednesday morning to do a tech thing before you go live? I was like, for what? She was like, well, we got an offer for $10,000. Watch this, y'all. For $10,000 to show up for a 30-minute live interview on Facebook. The reason why it didn't send me into a
30 minutes, 10,000. Now these numbers make a whole lot more sense than this last young lady that came up. But roll that clip, Kurt.
red flag immediately, right? Immediately is because I've done it before. I've done a Facebook Live with Kiara Sheard. I've done a Facebook Live with a lot of people, right?
Name dropping. I see you, big dog.
Before. So like, okay, cool, great. So Facebook is doing something else. So I do that. I'm like, all right, bet. No problem at all. No problem at all. And so what I did is I get on, and this is where I feel so disgusted. This is where I feel violated, because I show up to our studio, I show up to our office, and I get on a Zoom call. Now, one of the red flags, what wasn't a red flag, is they get on the Zoom call. They said they want to do a tech try to make sure that your technology is good. So me and my team, Jay, my producer, we're on the tech call. We're on the Zoom call. Well, this particular person doesn't turn on their Zoom camera.
That is a red flag right now. You can see me, but I can't see you. What are you hiding? That is the red flag. That's red flag number one. You're right. Ayo, that's the first red flag, my friend.
Like I'm like, wait, what? Like, what's going on? And so I'm sitting there. I'm okay, cool. He was like, well, hey, listen, we're going to put you on. Everything looks good now. Do you have access to Facebook Live events? And I'm like, Facebook Live events? I said, I'm pretty sure I do. I mean, I've done several of these before. He said, well, let's log in. Can you do a screen share?
That's red flag number 2 right there, man. Listen here. Don't nobody need to see what's on my screens up in here except for me. And even if I was having some technical difficulties, if Kurt can't figure it out, I don't need to share my screen with you for you to have access to all of my banking information, all of my personal information, everything that I've had saved on my computer. Y'all beware. All these screen sharing. Hey, listen, I need to take control of your computer for a second. Hey, I don't touch the mouse. Go ahead. I'm going to send you a link. When you click this link, it's going to give me access to me to control your computer. Heck no. Who going to be doing all that? And why? Why would you just automatically just turn over your bank account or your vault to somebody that you don't know, man? This is unbelievable. But again, Anthony O'Neal, I can see how this happened to you because it's something that you haven't experienced before. But guess what? This is a teachable moment, a learning experience for all of us. And also, shout out to Anthony O'Neal for having the courage to share this with the world, because here's what's happening, y'all. When we have a bad experience, or we have a company that wrongs us, or they don't do right by us, or we don't get everything we deserve from that company, we have a tendency to talk about it amongst ourselves with our friends, our peers, and our family. But no one goes public with it like Anthony O'Neal is doing. And so, man, I want to thank you 100% just for opening up and sharing this your story with everyone else, because a lot of people are going to benefit, and a lot of people are going to be blessed by you opening up, sharing this story. Roll that clip, Kurt.
And I was like, yeah. So he said, go here, go there. Oh, you don't have a Facebook Live right here. So, hey, I'm going to walk you through on how to do it. So we literally are walking through the Facebook stuff. He's going fast.
Take it in fast.
Point there, pointing here, pointing.
Unbelievable.
Here, pointing there. All right, cool. Give it 24 hours and you'll see a Facebook Live button right here. So I'm like, all right, bet. I got a Facebook Live button coming in 24 hours.
Hey, yo, bro, you thinking you got something for free? You think you thinking that they've done you a favor, but they're taking that 24 hours so they can investigate everything that's on your computer. And you know what? One of the things I'm almost sure, because he was taking you fast, I'm almost sure that at the end of the live session that you guys were having, or the screen share, I'm almost for sure that because he was taking you so fast, I'm almost for sure that you didn't think about or remind yourself to log out of that screen share that he had you set up on, and he had you on the roller skates in that fast lane going down the highway.
These idiots, I get off of the freaking Zoom thing. I get off of it. Then 24 hours later, I get an email from them like, hey, do you see the Facebook Live thing yet? I was like, no, I don't. My team was like, yeah, no, we don't have it yet. Okay, cool. Let's schedule another Zoom call.
Red flag number 2. Now, all the information that they did not get on that first Zoom call and that screen share, they about to get it now.
So that we can figure out what's going on. So I'm like, all right, cool. I can't do it. I got a speaking engagement. Tell them, hey, let's pass on it for this week. We'll do it next week. And if we can't do it, it's totally cool because I got to fly out for my speaking engagement. I was like, well, hey, how about we just schedule something for Monday? And I was like, okay, cool. I could do it Monday when I landed at the hotel. But my flight got delayed, so I couldn't take the meeting. Monday night, I go to bed. I wake up Tuesday morning. My social media lady tells me, Anthony, I don't have access to your Facebook page.
They got him. Unbelievable. They done slid the social media face page right out from up under him in less than 24 hours.
I was like, what do you mean? I didn't kick you out. I log in, you guys. Facebook is gone. My Facebook fan page is gone.
Kiss it goodbye.
So immediately I call Facebook, I get on Facebook with my Facebook rep. Boom, they get me back the account. Here's the thing to get me, y'all. Watch this. I ain't even playing with y'all. This thing that frustrates me. I get the account back within 24 hours, right? I put my social media lady back on in 24 hours. Now I'm out at a golf competition for one of my friends, and she texts me. She says, hey, I lost access to this thing again. I'm like, what are you talking about? So I get on Facebook page. Now I'm completely out. My page is disconnected from my fan page is disconnected from our regular Facebook page. And now they're uploading porn.
Oh man, stop it, man. Unbelievable. They done went too far. Not only have they slid your page out from up under you, but now they uploading porn to your page. Unbelievable, y'all. We really, at this point or this stage in the game, not just Anthony O'Neal, not just me, not just you, we all have to make sure that we're doing our due diligence when we deal with anyone that's online. At this point, listen, I had a email that came in. Kurt, let me know if you could pull that up or not. The email that I sent you earlier, the email that came in from Chase Bank. And I bank with Chase, right? But this particular email that came in, it instead of it being chase.com, right? It had Chase, CHASEE.com. And it had the logos from Chase Bank. Can you pull that up for us now, man? Let me know if you can pull it up. It had the logos for Chase Bank. It had your login information. It had the whole 9 yards. And had I not been on my 9 or my 10s paying attention to this and knowing
all over my Facebook,
knowing how scams are running so rampant right now, guess what? I would have entered my login, my password, my ID. I would have entered all that information in there. And guess what? They would have got me too. So don't feel bad, Anthony O'Neal. It could happen to any one of us.
Y'all, I'm just getting started because this is not just about, you know what I'm saying, and the Facebook. Let me tell you what the scam is, where all of you all need to be paying attention to this. Watch this. So for 2 days now, I'm going back and forth with Facebook to get my Facebook page back. 2 days, we go back, we figure out, okay, cool. We figure out how to get my page back connected to my Facebook account, right? We got all the porn off. I issue an apology. Y'all saw the porn. A lot of y'all were hitting me up on Facebook, hitting me up on Instagram. I'm like, y'all, I'm so sorry. That wasn't me. You know, so we get it back. I delete all the porn. I delete all the comments. We delete everyone from
as a father.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable, y'all. Now, you know, I'm a fan of Anthony O'Neal, okay, and I watch his content. All right, seems to be a pretty level-headed guy. Most of his content is religious based, and you see that it's surrounded around the biblical principles, right? But roll that clip, Kurt.
competition, not this competition, but this giveaway where we're giving away $20,000 this month. So I want to put ads behind that because I want to be a blessing to as many people as we can. So I call my ad lady. I say, hey, I want to run ads for this thing this week. She was like, well, Anthony, I'm logging in. We're on Zoom. I'm logging into the account. She's off of the account. And I'm like, wait, I didn't take you off of the account. I'm off of the account. How did I take me off of the account? Tell me, why did these fools, these idiotic, dumb, stupid, I just want to cuss them all out.
Don't do it.
They tried to charge my card $100,000 in ads.
If they had did that, I promise you they would have went viral.
40,000 of it went through on my card on the account. They overdrew that particular account because we only use it for ads. So the whole time, them posting on my Facebook page was a distraction, because what they really wanted was to promote their own products using my money. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Do you understand? Like, they were distracting all of us. They had me thinking, oh, they just wanted my Facebook page. No, I gave them access. We gave them access to the business account. So they put porn on my website, on my Facebook page, to distract me with that, to not look into my business account. Watch this. So my card is on the Facebook page. They removed my Facebook business account from my account. They have access to my banking information. They have access to my full name. Y'all, they have access to my address. But thank God we have my business address on there, not my personal address. And they have access to, watch this, to my debit card.
Stop it, man. That's all they need. If they got access to the debit card, your AdSense, your Google AdSense is connected to your YouTube. It's over with, man. And you're lucky, man. You're lucky, man, that they only got 40,000, because as you see, when these scammers now, it's no longer $5 or $10. They're not nickel and diming you right now. These scammers are going for the big bucks, and obviously they must have knew you had it.
I'm not done. I'm not done. I am not done. So I'm like, okay, wait. So I call Facebook and say, hey, Facebook, y'all need to check this out. You're like, we got a problem. We got a problem. So now one of my ad accounts are completely disabled. We can't use it again. We had to create a brand new ad account. Now I'm waiting on Facebook to refund me the $40,000 that they charged in my account. Now I got to go back in and fix that. I'm not done.
Listen, actually, as we can see, this is bothering Anthony O'Neal, y'all. This is bothering him. And on this show, y'all, we talk about things that are not just bothering me, but we talk about things that are bothering you. And now we're getting closer and closer to the time where we open up the all new, brand new James Ayers show. We talk about not only things that are bothering me, but we also talk about things that are bothering you. Roll that clip, Kirk. He's on a roll right now.
I'm not done. And I learned so much from this that I'm going to give y'all 3 things that's going to help you make sure that you're not robbed the way that I was robbed, because they're getting everybody. But I'm not done. So when we kicked them out of my Facebook page, they tried to come back, but we had it blocked, right? Because I'm going to tell you what we did to make sure that they cannot do it. Again, number 2, when we got my Facebook ad account, my business.facebook account back, we kicked them out. I removed that card. I changed my debit card number. I changed my bank account information. And watch this. I'm thinking we're good now. Then all of a sudden, I get alerts from my identity account that I use with Aura, AURA, and I'll put the link in today's show notes, saying that someone has typed in my business address and using it to get another card.
All right, stop it right there, y'all. Listen, we didn't heard enough. Right now, the scammers, they way ahead of us. They're more savvy than we will ever be, y'all. And because of that, I know a lot of us, we've dealt with some sort of scam to some fashion, some sort or another. And right now is the time when we open up the live call-in show for things that are bothering you. And it doesn't have to be on this particular topic, but it can be about any topic that's bothering you. Maybe something didn't go your way today. Maybe someone cut you off on the highway that you thought that you had the right of way. Maybe, just maybe, you had a delivery that came to your house and you saw it, the ding, ding, ding on your phone that it had been delivered. And when you got there, your neighbor had stolen. Listen, this is the all new, brand new James Ayers show. We talk about things that are not just bothering me, but we also talk about things that are bothering you. Shout out to my man, Anthony O'Neal, for sharing his story, for all of us to have a learning experience for. This is the all new, brand new James Ayers show. We're now opening up the live call-in show for anyone that want to share their story. It's showtime, y'all. Show, y'all. We're broadcasting live right here, right now from Dallas, Texas. And we want to send a special shout out to everybody that's out there that's doing something productive to put them a little bit closer towards their hopes and their dreams. It is now showtime, y'all. And shout out to the band, man. Show the band some love by leaving the number 8 in the chat section, y'all. And y'all listen, if y'all ain't heard anything else that I've said tonight, listen, if for all y'all content creators that are out there, if a sponsorship opportunity presents itself to you and it involves you selling questionable dietary supplements or some weird, miracle hair growth products, listen, just remember that the people are here on your channel to be entertained. They subscribe for entertainment. They ain't subscribed for no pyramid scheme, y'all. Shout out to all my Eagles. Shout out to everybody that's out there doing something productive to put them in a little bit closer towards their hopes and their dreams, y'all. It is now showtime, y'all. And y'all, listen, remember, if ain't nobody told you today, Jesus loves you, and so do I. Good night.